Hey folks, Ty here, how is it going? In today's video we're going to be answering all your questions about dropshipping. Now this video is aimed at the beginners because I guarantee that you've thought about these questions and you want answers to them. So here I am, let's get straight into it, let's answer your questions. So first off, this isn't my usual filming location. I am currently working from an Airbnb, so I do apologise if the sound or the lighting isn't as good as it is usually. But let's get straight into it. Question number one, is dropshipping legal? The answer to that is yes, it is perfectly legal. You may run into legal issues depending on your supplier and your product. So you want to do your due diligence around that, anything that you might come across, such as with children's toys and especially things with babies. Just look at the health and safety requirements and just bear in mind that different countries have different regulations. So that's something to consider if you're going to be selling those type of products. Traditionally, that's how retail brick and mortar stores do their business. They order in bulk from either wholesalers or even from like AliExpress, Alibaba, and then they sell to members of the public. We're doing the exact same, we're just getting rid of that middle element of having a brick and mortar store. We're doing everything online. It's 2021, everything's going online, so we're getting a part of that. So yeah, it is perfectly legal, so don't worry about that. Question number two is, how much do I need to start dropshipping? Now, I get asked this all the time, and it is a very popular question, and the answer varies depending on who you ask. Some people can do dropshipping with little to nothing, and just through Instagram. They can find Instagram influencers who are willing to work on commission. They may already have a following on TikTok, so they dropship from there, and therefore they're spending next to nothing. Other people who want to go down the Facebook ads route, you probably be wanting about $1,500, so that's about £1,400, and that should be enough for you to start testing and to find a decent product. Now, bear in mind when you're testing, depending on your website, depending on your product, you might end up spending more, and vice versa. You might end up spending less. You might have a £1,000 budget, and then £500 in, you found a winner. It could work either way. Now, although you can start for free, and you can start with pretty much nothing, you usually have to have a following or be good at getting a following or some sort of audience. If you've already got an audience on Instagram or TikTok of even just a few thousand people, then you could start dropshipping and make money. It's that easy. Typically, if you're only just starting dropshipping, you have no following, starting with zero is going to be really difficult, but it is still possible. So yeah, you can start with little to nothing, but typically you want about 1,000 to 1,500 if you're going to be starting down the Facebook ads route. Question number three. Now, do I have to have my own website? The answer is no, you don't have to. People do set up on Shopify or WooCommerce because it's a hosting platform and it does make things easier, but you don't have to go through the hassle of setting up your own website if you don't want to. You can dropship through eBay, you can dropship through Amazon, like Fulfillment by Amazon. There's a whole different niche out there that you can get into away from the Shopify route if you don't want to create your own website. Alternatively, you can sell print on demand using websites like Redbubble, or you can even connect your print on demand to your Etsy store and sell print on demand on Etsy. So if you don't want your own website, if you don't want the hassle of creating it, managing it, and if you don't want to pay someone to do it, that's absolutely fine. You don't necessarily need a website. Question number four is, what is print on demand? Now, this is a common question I get as well, and that's because it's talked about so much. It is a form of dropshipping. So with print on demand, you're basically creating a design. It could be text, it could be an image. You don't have to be a creative genius to do this. Most of the high selling designs are just text. Like if you look on Redbubble and you scroll, a lot of them are just text. They're easily replicated. And that's one of the problems with this, they're easily copied, they're easily duplicated. And it basically means everyone has a good chance of making money from it. So what you basically do is you create the design, you import it to a website like Redbubble, Printify, Teespring, Printful, anything like that. And basically when you get an order, they will then print the design on the chosen product, usually a t-shirt. It could be a mug, a hat, a tote bag, a jumper. It could literally be anything as long as they allow you to print it on that product. And then they will send it straight to the customer. It is a form of drop shipping. You're not touching the product. There's no middleman. It's going, well, technically you're the middleman, but it's not going to you. You don't have to hold inventory. It's going from the printing manufacturer. They print the design and it goes straight to the customer. It's that easy. I recommend if you are into print on demand, there's so many YouTube videos on it. I've got one coming on it soon, so yep, get ready for that. Question number 5 or 6, I'm losing count, but this one is basically, what are the benefits of drop shipping? Well, there's a low barrier to entry, and that's because there's a low startup costs. There's also low startup risks, that you're only risking what you put into it, and straight off the bat, what you're putting into it is one product at a time. You get an order, you buy the product from the supplier and you ship it, and then you get the money a few days later. That's very low risk for a startup business. You don't have to have a massive startup investment. Like I just said on answering one of the previous questions, to start out, you can literally start with £1,000 to £1,500. And if you're starting going down the Instagram or TikTok route already with a following, then you can start with basically next to nothing. And that means that the industry is quite low barrier to entry, which also unfortunately means a lot of competition. The other benefit of it is a flexibility. You can literally do it when you want. Like once you're set up, once you get things automated, it is pretty much up to you. You don't have anyone telling you, oh, go fulfill orders, or you have to do this. It is completely up to you. Another aspect of the flexibility is you can work pretty much anywhere. All you need is a laptop or a computer, and then you can go work from an Airbnb, you can go work from any part of your house, you can go on holiday. You can even do it from your phone if you're just fulfilling orders or if you're answering customer messages. It's very flexible in that aspect too. There's also an opportunity to sell a wide range of products. Again, with the flexibility, you're not told that you can sell this or you can't sell that. Yes, some products are better than others, but at the end of the day, it's completely up to you what you sell. You can find products that you're interested in, or a niche that you're interested in or passionate about, let's say pets, because that's the most obvious one. If you're really interested in pets or dogs or cats, then you can start catering to that niche, to that target market. And it's completely your choice. Like the flexibility of it is just ridiculous. It's completely up to you. The options are endless, and you do exactly what you want without being dictated by anyone. And that's a massive pro. So last question, when should I get an agent? For those of you that don't know what an agent is, check out this video up here or somewhere, I'll put it here, which basically explains what an agent is, what questions to ask them, and how to get one. So when should I get an agent? Pretty much, ideally you get one as soon as possible, but that's not always possible because a lot of them do want minimum order quantities. They want you to be making maybe 5 to 20 orders per day, and starting out, that's quite a big achievement. But if you are reaching 5 to 20 orders per day, congratulations, get yourself an agent ASAP. If you're not quite there yet, not a problem. Some agents don't require a minimum order quantity, but they are harder to find. So that's all your questions answered. If you have any more that maybe I didn't address, then not a problem, just hit them down below and I will answer every single one of them. Don't forget to like the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. I talk about e-commerce, dropshipping, investments, cryptocurrencies, all that good stuff. So do check out my other content, and I do post here weekly without fail. So yeah, do check that out, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.